Good evening. Here we are on Tara. Tonight is our last evening for our student camp, and we are very happy that God bless us in many ways. We have more than 80 participants here who spent 7 days together and learn many things. And I'm talking now with Rachel. Rachel, good evening.
Good evening.
Can you tell us from your perspective your overview and your thoughts about the camp, and tell us a little bit about how the workshops was?
The camp as a whole was really good. It had several different areas. It was divided into sort of several different spheres, each of which were different, but which I appreciated. One was the workshops, where we talked about more practical things. Workshops that were really helpful to me were some of them were capacity building, talking about project planning, business ethics, interviewing, and those things I think will be helpful to me in my current job and perhaps in future jobs I have as well. There were also some workshops focused on relationships, which again will help me. I think I'm engaged to be married. They should help me in my relationship with my future husband. And other things, but that was sort of the more practical aspect of the camp. There was also the fellowship, friendship aspect. We had lots of free time, which I loved. It was a relaxed atmosphere, lots of opportunities to informally get to know people, to talk late into the night, to talk about questions that are bothering people, all kinds of things. And the third aspect of the camp was the spiritual aspect, which in the evening messages we learned a lot about who Jesus was and how he related to people. And then we were able to discuss that in small groups and talk about how we can relate to people and what this means for our relationship with Jesus or our attitude towards Jesus.
Also, we had some excursions. Can you tell us about yesterday's excursion, your thoughts?
Yeah, yesterday we went on an excursion to Srebrenica in Bosnia, which was the site of a what people call a massacre or a genocide, but it's a very sensitive topic, and I'm really proud of the students for how they handled it. It wasn't exactly a really fun excursion. It was intense, and people didn't complain about that, but they were open to learning more about what had happened and to educating themselves, and I really appreciated that.
Thank you very much for your honest thinking, and thank you for helping this camp, and I hope so we will see each other next year.
I hope so too.
Good.